So whichever you know. I was kind of sketchy. I didn't put my last name on there.
You know, government on there.
Yeah.
He's like, what is this for?
They don't know where it's gonna go. And once you throw something in the ears, it's forever out there. You know.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, we are live.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Sharktino Podcast. I wanted to start this thing off with a good friend of mine. Actually, it's my first time actually meeting him, but we're gonna start this thing off with a nice shot of tequila, right?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
With the biggest shark.
Mm. Oh, that's good.
You trying to get me drunk, y'all?
That's the second shot on an empty stomach. Anyway, so today I got a special guest. His name is Antonio, but he goes by New York. I expect that you're from New York or lived in New York at one point, right? Brooklyn. So you want to give the crowd a little bit of information of where you're from, who you are, what you do, and we'll just let this thing flow, man. Once again, this podcast is completely unscripted. Nothing is off limits. You cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I'm going to ask some uncomfortable ass questions.
Go ahead, shoot them. Let's get it. You know?
I ask questions that make people feel a little weird.
That's what I my best at, you know?
Good,
so it's all
good. Pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do, because I know you do a lot of different things. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is based on your Instagram or your stories, but that's good, right?
Yeah, that's all smokes and screens. You know, to be honest, I just consider myself an entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like wherever I feel like I could excel or find a way of living, you know,
right.
That's where I'll just end up. To be honest, so I dibble and dabble in a lot of other things, just like yourself, you know.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, pull that mic kind of towards you a little bit. Like pull it towards you. Like here, watch.
Yeah, because when I drop my track after this, you know,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, just for reference, when the light is red, that's the camera that's live.
Okay.
So it'll switch.
This one's on you right here.
Okay.
This one's red. It's on you.
Right.
And on this podcast, I don't cut shit. So all this is gonna go live.
Yeah,
so
run it.
It's all good. Hey, so you're an entrepreneur. How long you been an entrepreneur for?
Pretty much as long as I can remember. You know, it's been a long time. Even it's just I don't know how I end up here, to be honest, but I've always had a knack for business, whether it's good, bad, in between, you know.
Right.
What I end up changing my life is like after I went to prison, you know, just try to find a way to change my life over where I could still live a decent life without worrying about money or living or being pressed by a clock, you know. So that kind of motivated me a little bit, to be honest with you.
Living life on your own terms,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So let me ask you a question. How long were you in prison for, and how long ago was that?
To be honest, it wasn't that. I wasn't there for long. I only did 4 years.
Only did 4 years.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you be around people that's doing life and shit like that, you know?
I guess it's relative, right?
Yeah. When you go and tell somebody got 4 years, they look at you and laugh. You know, they're walking down 20 years, life 10. So you know.
Yeah.
So after that, that was kind of like the change, the shift in my life, to be honest with you. And I only been out probably like 4.5 years.
4.5 years.
4.5 years.
My man drives a Wraith. He's been out of prison 4.5 years. And a little bit about the businesses that you do. I know you're an entrepreneur. You do multiple things.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm in the same lane. I like to do. I got multiple businesses. For me, it's like where attention goes, money flows. So,
That's right.
So I want to focus on stuff that's gonna get me paid today.
Exactly. We don't want to wait before we get old. We don't want to try to enjoy it when you get old, wrinkly on the beach. I want to live life right now. And that's what I be trying to tell people. Like, they want to save and this and blah. That's cool. That is good. You have to think for the long run. But at the same time, you want to be able to enjoy your life right now.
Just make more money.
Yeah. All the old people sell their houses and they whatever SSI, whatever check they got going on. And then they go live their life when they're fucking 60 on a fucking beach in a Speedo looking crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, I want to live life right now and go turn up wherever, Miami, in the city, go back home, whatever, you know?
For
so
sure.
that's my thing. So I do a lot of things, but like I have like a trucking company.
Okay.
On,
like logistics and stuff?
Yeah, like general freight. So we go state to state, so it's OTR. And I also own a
What's
couple
OTR mean?
OTR
Over the road?
Yeah,
okay.
over the road.
So it's like daily hauls, or is it like cross country?
I don't go all the way to the East Coast, but like probably Midwest and back. So like 2-3 days or days. It just depends on what's on the load board and what pays the best rate, honestly.
Okay.
You know?
That's cool.
And then I have a couple of barbershops in the West.
I seen that. You got barbershops.
Yeah, come on, look at my hair, man.
I know, bro. You pressed it down.
I just got out the chair and came right here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on, Tino, pull up, man. I get you right. Have you look at
I know, I need that, man. I'm bald as hell, man.
You talking about yesterday you was talking about your beard. I was like, come on, I get you right.
My beard was fucked up.
And you know what most people don't know? I actually know how to cut hair. That's how I end up in the industry. Yes. When I was incarcerated, I didn't know shit about cutting hair, and then everybody has to have a job that pays like 10 cents a fucking hour. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, that was my job. Just do it on me, and I was like, just play with it, and I kind of had a knack with it because I'm good with my hands. You know. So it started to become self-taught, and then I was like laying my rack in my bunk and be like, dude, when I get out, I'm gonna go to barber school. I'm gonna open a barbershop. You know, everybody has that come to God moment. You're gonna be a better person. And honestly, that's what steered me into doing that. You know. And then when I come to realize after I got out, there's actually money in there. You know, I have barbers that work there that makes over $10,000 a month just sitting there cutting hair.
Oh
you know?
I got friends that own barbershops.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like there's money, especially now. There's an fluctuation in the price. Like, dude, there's at least $50 a haircut you charge. So if you look at it, you're doing 1 or 2 haircuts an hour. You're getting $50 to $100 an hour cutting hair. Right. As long as you have good, steady clientele.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're paying for the person more than anything because you can get a haircut anywhere, right?
Yeah. That's one of my biggest mottos in business. I always tell my best friend, I was like, it doesn't matter what you do. There's always somebody that does it the same or even better. But people will come and spend their money with you because they feel like they have an experience or they just want to fuck with you or they want to be around you or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's a bar,
you know what I mean?
Man. He came correct today.
On God, I swear to God.
It's true, though. In any industry,
I can have something cheaper than you and better than you, but just because people like you or like your vibe, they're going to come here. 100%. Just like I like your vibe. I'm here right now because of you.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
So
it's crazy that you say that because, you know, in my industry, like I'm very sales driven. Like sales has changed my life. Like sales has changed my life. It's made me able to afford, you know, a lifestyle that I didn't think was even possible.
You just a really good lifestyle.
Hey, you got a good lifestyle too, man. You got a good lifestyle
too. With you, baby.
And you know what I've come to realize is most people lack sales skills. It doesn't matter if you're a barber. That's you're your own businessman. You own your own business.
Yes.
You pay your chair, and it's up to you to make as much money or make as least money. You write your own check at that point. Right?
Yes, that's a fact because I see a difference between some of my employees. Some that's like they might not even be the best barber in the shop, but because they're so reliable, they're on time, they stay late, they make more money than the guys that's better that just want to come in late, just want to be on their own terms. You know what I mean? So it's all about yourself. And what you're willing to put in is what you get out of it.
Shouts out to my barber, Anthony. I know it's crazy I have a barber and I'm bald as fuck.
Yeah.
But
well, Anthony, we're about to steal him right now, okay? He come in the house of FaZe, you know what I mean?
Let's go. Yeah, he's my son's barber mainly.
Yeah, you don't have to plug that infomercial.
We gonna plug that. And it's crazy because I'll hit him up. I live like literally like 5 seconds away. It's right next to a Jamaican spot I go to. That's how I ended up there. So we're gonna get into Jamaican here in a second.
Food, the best food.
Man. Oxtail jerk chicken.
That's my favorite.
Ooh, yes. But you know, I'll hit him up and I'm like I'm so terrible. Like she's my right hand. She handles my schedule and everything. And I am bad. Like I'm so bad I won't even tell her to put shit in my schedule sometimes. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm telling her right now before we started, yo, add this. She's like, for today? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you're only as good as the people around you.
Right.
You know? We was talking about that off camera.
Yep, we were. The hardest part in any business is what? What would you say?
Finding good people to help, you know, to come to a collective goal.
Right.
Because like I keep going back to this same thing. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't have the right structure and people to all play the position, you would never win, you know?
Absolutely. I knock on wood, am super blessed to have, like, first of all, I got my best friend, my brother. You know, he's going to ride or die no matter what. He runs through walls for me. I don't even have to tell him how high to jump. He just already knows.
Walls?
Through walls, you know what I'm saying?
We gonna call him Hulk tonight.
Yeah, juggernaut type shit. And, you know, I have my right hand, Jen. She, like, always takes care of me. Anything I need, like, she's there. So, like, I can handle shit. My wife supports me so I can handle the most important shit, which is working so that I can bring money so that, she could take care of the house, the kids, the dog.
I admire that, dude, to be honest, you know, because
you got a significant other?
No, that's the thing with me. To be honest, I feel like that's where I lack in one department, and I know the problem. I know how to fix it. I just don't because I'm not from this country, to be honest with you.
Right.
So I don't really have family and friends or the childhood friends or nothing. I'm always a traveler. So this is not where I'm from. Even when
what country are you from?
I'm originally born in Jamaica. My family is from Panama, so it's just like no matter where I go, I was never from there. I was never there long enough. You know, I spent most of my childhood life growing up in New York, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But it's just like when I got there, oh, you're from the island, so you're not really from New York. Then I go to move to Miami. Oh, you're from Miami. Then I come to Arizona. You're not from. So it's like I never really have that
a home.
Exactly.
You know what? You sound like Selena. You remember Selena? She's like, I'm not Mexican enough for the Mexicans. I'm not white enough for the white people.
Though, it's really a thing, you know, and it's fucked up because everybody wants to have that whole
social
support
circles,
or whatever. Like literally here, I have no family here, not one relative, nothing here, you know. So that's one of the things that pushes me to work all the time.
I got a small family as well. My mom is adopted, so here, you know, we're from San Diego. You know, South Bay.
Put up Cali, you know.
Yeah, and
they on fire right now.
Right, they on fire. They always on fire. Raise the roof in that motherfucker, bro. Raise the roof in that motherfucker. But I'll say this, like, it's like having that support system is everything, man. I got like my meals. I don't have to worry about my meals. I got a food company, a meal prep company that sponsors me. Like, I have a trainer. I got like all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I got like spiritual people that I can go to for advice. You know. And I think about it. I sit back sometimes because I'm like, my mind is like running 100 miles per hour.
Of course.
I sit back and I think, damn, I'm truly blessed. Like, I got all these people that are in my corner so that I could do what I need to do. And that, like, I'm telling you, man, I don't know if like you've been married in the past. You've been married in the past?
Never been married.
Good. You got kids?
One.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
How old?
He's 8, man.
That's
the
beautiful.
only thing that keeps
Blessings.
me going. Yeah, it keeps me out of trouble too. You know.
yeah. That's
but
having
one
a kid.
One and done.
Okay, good. Having kids makes you grow up fast, but
Absolutely.
Having like a solid, significant other, a partner in life, is what like really propelled me. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I had 7 figures in the bank in end of 2017, beginning of 2018. And I was married to my ex-wife at the time, but I didn't have the income to support that lifestyle, you know. So I was like really frugal, really cheap, and it's crazy. Like, when I became single, I still wasn't like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't know what I was gonna do with my life. And
I know you're married now, but shit, if you met me in those times, I'll show you how to be single.
No, I knew how to be single. That I knew how to. Yeah, we gonna have to cut that out. My wife go, I knew how to be single for sure. But what I'm saying is, like, once I got with her, you know, she was a saleswoman. She was making good money too. For me, it was like, I found somebody, and she's traditional. She's Mexican. She's traditional. Like, wants to take care of the kids. Wants to like like tend to her husband.
You got lucky with that.
It's good. Yeah, I did.
That's one of the reasons why I'm still single, to be honest with you. Because
it's hard.
Women are not like the same. They fall for the flashy and this and the high life. That shit is all fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's why I've been like that, because I know that, like I said, I know my downfalls. You got to know yourself, you know?
Right.
And I know it'll be better, because I look at it like this, like the president. Every president always have a wife, you know.
Yeah.
Any man in a position of power,
you gotta have a strong woman.
They always have to have a family, a wife, kids.
Yeah.
You know, how could you trust somebody that don't have kids or a wife or something? To be
tough.
honest,
They got nothing to lose.
Exactly.
They got nothing to.
So I know it, and that's
strive.
my problem. Everybody gives me shit about it, but the thing is,
hey, well, don't rush it though. Don't
rush
it.
Is because when I was young, I used to be in all the toxic, crazy relationships, all that stuff. You
don't
know?
force it.
Now I learned not to settle for nothing. If you're not gonna meet me right where I need you to be, maybe the standards might be a little bit crazy or over the top, but I need it this way, or I don't want it at all.
Know your worth,
you know?
King.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Look, this is about to take a left turn, but I'm gonna say this: like, men need to. I don't give a fuck who gets offended. Men need to accept that they are a person of value as well, especially person like men of our stature, of our status. Like, you think about this. Like, think about a man who has his shit together. Like, that's like from 100%, that shit falls to like 50%.
Yes, it's small.
Small.
You can find a bigger percentage of a female that looks good,
right?
But a man of value is very smaller.
Extremely.
Especially
a high
if
level
they care
guy
about your like is even smaller.
Yep. And then it's like, okay, now he's got his shit together. Okay, now he don't have baby mama drama. It gets smaller. Then it's like, okay, he has a nice car. He makes good money. He has his shit like for real together. Now you're going into different brackets, so it gets even smaller. Oh, and he's guapo, and he's good looking. Like, boom.
Put the camera on.
Put the camera.
Hey, I'm single, man. If y'all listening, watching this, let's go, baby.
And he got a big dick. And he got a big dick.
Check.
Now this shit is getting tiny. You know what I'm saying? So like, as men, like we gotta value ourselves as well. Like I empower women. Like you know what I'm saying? For sure. But it's hard. It's hard being a man. Like men are always competing with other men, or they're competing with like what is perceived of what we should be. So it's really hard for us to navigate through life and say, hey, like this is what I want, this is what I expect. Because let's be honest, man, bitches that look good, they're not trying to do the other shit.
They're the worst.
Yeah, because they know they look good.
Yeah.
I got
they
lucky.
Get all the attention from everybody.
I got lucky. I got one that's beautiful that didn't even know she was beautiful, and she takes care of my kids and my family and my dog and everything. Yeah, but it's very but you got to kiss a couple frogs before you get a prince. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's a fact.
So you know, I think for you, how old are you?
We might not disclose that right now.
I'm 38. I don't care.
Well, you're definitely older than me for sure.
All right. Oh, damn.
We gonna gauge it that way.
God,
you feel me?
Right now. God, okay, I'm older than you. So, hey,
cheers.
you're doing great for your age, you know, obviously, and not even for your age, man. There's people that are older than you, I'm sure, that are like, yo.
Yeah, but what I tell people all the time,
New York, let me pick your brain. You know what I'm saying?
Things always look better than it really is. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, I don't never insecure. Like, what I put out is really is me. You know, there's no insecure. But at the same time, sometimes there's bad days too. Sometimes there's more bad days than good days. Yeah. But I might show a peak of it, but it's not as good as it is, because at the end of the day, we all regular people in this world, bro. And then sometimes you take all the material, all the extra shiny shit, bro. That shit doesn't really mean nothing. But we all go home. I'll sit home sometimes in my house, and I'll be fighting my own demons. You know, that's what people don't know. So like I tell people, like sometimes more stuff or more you think you acquire in life, sometimes it makes your life a little more complicated, depressing, and more shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
That sometimes the best laughs, the best time I ever had in life is when I never had shit.
Right.
Like, dude,
that's
quick sidebar.
Hard.
Like you said, make a left turn, make a right turn. You know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, I don't glorify going through some of the shit I've been through, but being incarcerated, some of the best laughs and the best time and some of the genuine moments you ever had in my life is being in that place, because we all have nothing. We all wearing the same exact clothes, the same exact shoes. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
So we sit and laugh and crack up all day long. You'd be like, what the fuck? Like, these people should be depressed. They locked behind bars, but we having the best time of our fucking life, because there's nothing deterring or changing nobody's outlook or output, because you have this, you're here, you're this race. No, we all on the same plane.
100%.
So now it's as pure. If you talk to me, you deal with me, it's because you want to. You know what I mean?
Man, that's deep. You know what's crazy? I was in the Army for 7 years, and that's
really I would never take you for an Army guy.
Really?
Yeah, because you're really loose and fluid. You know, like people in the military is like
super. Like stiff, I'm very structured in certain things, but I've become loose in other things, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But I'll say this. I had the same type of experience where the camaraderie was like, we're all green suiters. It doesn't matter if you're black, Asian, white, Mexican, fucking, you know. It's so crazy. I had this guy from Kentucky. I'll never forget this guy. When he met me, he didn't know what a Mexican was. Like, he didn't know. Like, he's like, what are you, Italian? I'm like, nah, man, I'm Mexican. He's like, from where? I'm like, well, my family's from Mexico, but I'm from San Diego. He's like,
hey, I can't
Mexico.
Knock him, though. Like, growing up in New York, I didn't really know what the Mexican was.
You just guys know Puerto Ricans and Cubans, or what?
Cubans, Dominicans, you know? When I came to Arizona, it was like Mexico.
You're like, damn, why
you know what's crazy?
So short?
Until I moved to Arizona, I didn't even know what a taco or a burrito was, to be honest with you, dude.
Shit.
And it killed me because I didn't fucking,
Yo,
I couldn't find nowhere to eat.
And shit?
Yeah, it's still, like, I'm still playing with the food because, like, it looks crazy to me, no offense, you know? But it's just not what I'm used to, you know? It's culture-wise different.
When did you move here?
I've been back here 4 years. Like right in COVID is when I came out here. Like literally 2020, into 2019, kind of. You know, because honestly, like I got incarcerated here, and then when I got let out, I was let out here. And I've been here ever since. You know, I have my son here, so that's what kind of keeps me locked here. To be
your baby mom stay here?
Yeah, she's from here as well. You know?
And you see your son often or no?
I have full custody of my son. That's what
Let's
people don't
go.
know.
Cheers.
I'm not a piece of shit.
Hey, I got full custody of both my kids, bro. You know and one of the kids
probably see him 3 or 4 days a month. I keep full custody. You know what I mean?
Man. Man, that's powerful.
Because what I tell people all
That's
the time,
powerful.
even females when
I
I see
like
them,
this guy.
I said, dude, if a guy or a female, vice versa, it's not about gender,
Right.
But if they don't take care of their kids or their family, how could you expect them to take care of you?
100%.
You know, don't go for what they say. Look and see. If they don't take care of themselves, their family, and the people around them, they will never take care of you. And that's why I take care of my son. I could never be a deadbeat. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
fucking. That's so respectable, bro. My we grew up single mom. You know what I'm saying? Went through all that. My dad, I love him to death, but he wasn't the best provider, the best dad. And it's crazy because
Well, he
like
did
I
what he
try
had
to
when he
do
had.
everything that I didn't have. You know what I'm saying? With my son, and my son is not biologically my son. I've been raising him since 5 weeks,
But that
and I
takes
got full custody.
It takes a big man to do that, you know.
It
to
does,
be honest
man.
with you, and I give you respect for that because
Thank you.
my brother is not my blood brother, but it's like my brother. He has a couple of kids with his wife. He's married,
Yeah.
and two of them biologically is not. He adopted them. Same thing,
Yeah.
and like it takes a bigger man. That's even harder than your own kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So that shows a lot about who you are as a person, and that's why. To be honest, that's why you win. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. Is people mess with you because of this, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You just
Yeah.
put it. That's what I try to tell people because like Instagram's a funny thing, man. Like
Yeah. Everybody on there
we
capping,
we
you know?
both know people that
Yeah.
and we're like, man, I know you in real life. Like I know how you are in real life, and that's not you.
You just gotta laugh and just let them do their thing.
Yeah.
You know.
I just mute them after a while. I'm just like, man, I can't see
They
this
do
shit.
all that. Let me tell you, dude. The people that do the most, 98% of the time, usually is living the worst, bro. You know. I won't put nobody on blast. You know. But I know what it is. Y'all
Yeah.
know what it is. You know
For
what I
sure,
mean?
for sure. And it's crazy. Like, some people will message me, oh, you're, a business owner. You should be posting shit like this. I'm like, dude, my Instagram is my personal page.
Exactly.
I'm going to post whatever the fuck I want.
Exactly.
You call the 1-800 number on the
Yeah, if
website,
you don't
it's going
like
to be
it,
professional.
don't follow me.
Exactly.
Period. You know what I'm saying?
And if somebody don't want to do business with you because you posting Kanye shit or memes or something like that, then I don't need your money anyway.
Yeah, you
know
look
what
at
I
it
mean?
want to violate your podcast, but
You said what? Yeah. So you're from Jamaica. What part of Jamaica?
Originally, I'm from Kingston, man.
Kingston.
We call it Nannyville, you know. You know what I
Oh,
mean? This
okay.
the heart. We from the heart of fucking Jamaica, man.
Yeah, hey, what's that alcohol called?
Oh, Red Nephew rum.
Yes.
That shit is like 100 proof. That shit
Yo,
will
how-
kill you. Don't drink it. It will kill you.
Check
Trust
this
me.
out. So a couple years ago, I went to go speak at an entrepreneur event. It was super dope, man. They paid me 15 G's, and they flew me out there and my wife 7 days, all inclusive paid, and
That's what's up.
it was dope. We were at Ocho Rios.
Yeah, I don't,
Sick, bro,
It's
sick.
nice out there. What I tell people, Jamaica is dope. Best beaches in the world.
Jamaica is fire. We're trying to go back
Yeah.
again,
A little
bro.
crazy, but the most beautiful beach in the world.
Bro, the people are just absolutely just amazing.
Dude,
the people
from
are
the
just
second
amazing.
you got there, right? I'm pretty sure, like, you could probably walk on top of them like a fucking red carpet if you wanted to.
They
if you take
treat you
care of
good.
them. They treat you really good,
And it's
dude,
and it,
you
I
know?
feel like they don't treat you good because they think they're gonna get money out of you, but they treat you good because they're just hospitable people.
It's both, you know. Definitely, it's a third
He's like,
country.
it's
I'm not
both.
gonna cap. It's the money plays a part, but at the same time, like, that's what I don't like. America. That's why I kind of isolate myself from a lot of people because
Yeah.
it's not much culture or like people are
Right,
like
right.
it's an island there, you know.
Yep.
Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows you from kids. I know your mom. I know your grandma. I know your uncle. I know your cousins. We all know you. So it's like. When it's like that, it's more knit, you know?
Yeah.
Here it's like you go outside, you don't know nobody when you go to Starbucks. Like, these are all strangers, you know?
Right.
So that's what makes the difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a great experience, man. I got to speak out
You ate some
there.
jerk chicken?
I ate jerk chicken.
Yeah.
We had jerk pork.
Yeah, I love jerk pork.
I had oxtail. I fell in love with oxtail.
That's my favorite food.
Me too. Oxtail with rice and peas.
I'm gonna have to cook some, bring you some one day.
Bro, okay, my last I had another guy who was on this podcast recently, Noah. He's Jamaican as well, and he keeps saying, "Oh, my grandma is gonna make the best for you," and he ain't never fucking brought me a plate.
Nah, I cook for real, for real. That's
All right.
another secret power that people don't know. I
Okay,
got.
okay,
No,
okay.
I cook for real. Like, not like cook. No, I cook for real.
You make
for real.
plantains and shit.
Plantains, everything. You know,
Okay.
rice and peas, cabbage, everything. Is it my
Everything.
We don't want to talk that
Everything
way, yeah, but
wagwan.
you don't know what
Everything I
that
need.
for. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, you speak patois?
Yeah, I speak patois. You know, we have 3 dialects to the patois, but I speak all 3 of them. You know,
That is
And,
crazy.
Like, cause my mom, like, she's Jamaican, but she's from Panama. That's where that side. You know, she grew up and born in Panama, but she used to own like catering company, restaurants and stuff in New York, or like Jamaican food. You know, so when I was younger, even though I used to hate it, she used to force me to help her cook, and that's how I learned how to
you
cook.
picked it up.
Yeah,
okay,
you know?
that's a blessing.
So I know how to cook. You know, for all the ladies out there, put the camera right here. I cook for you, baby. Just know. All right.
It's funny. I was telling my wife, I was like, "What should I put on? What should I wear today?" And she's like, "Oh, okay, you should wear this and maybe like."
Well, we see you repping Cali today.
Yeah.
So,
She
you know what I
she
mean?
like wants me to dress up. She's like, "Wear this," and I'm like, "Nah, I gotta keep it a little gangster with it." You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Oh, well, you're always gangster." I'm like, "No." She's like, "Who are you interviewing?" And I start telling her about you, and she's like, "Is he black or what is he?" And I was like, I think he's Dominican, but
dude, I get that every day, bro. It's like I'm
Bro,
going
you
to
got
AutoZone.
you got
like,
a fucking
Dominicano?
barbershop, bro.
They think I'm Dominican or Cuban. I'm like, hey, hola. Like, come on. But
I thought you were Dominican. You got a barbershop. I looked like there was some Dominicanos in there.
No, yeah, they're all Cubans, Venezuelans, some Dominican.
It's all,
yeah.
You know? And but I was like, but I saw on his back one time he posted on his, he was like getting out of his pool or whatever, and it said Jamaica on his back. So I'm like, I don't know, baby. I couldn't tell. But okay, so you went from. Did you ever live in Jamaica?
Yes, I lived in Jamaica.
And then you moved to New York.
I moved to Florida. I lived in Florida first. Mm-hmm. Then I moved to New York. And then I started touring the whole United States from there.
Doing shit. And then you ended up here and then got locked up.
Here,
and then got out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a barbershop. You have a logistics company. I see you flipping cars too.
Yeah, to be honest, that's my most favorite and the biggest stream of my income is cars. You know.
Okay.
So like, you know, of course.
Why'd you leave that out? Why'd you leave that out?
We kind of got sidetracked. Like I do tour stuff on the rent car. I do it, but I hate to even talk about it, even though I know that's what this is about. Because like I'm one of those people I hate to talk too much about myself. You know, like because like you said, when you talk to other people in a certain position, it doesn't come off no way. But when you talk to like other people that has nothing going on, it comes off like, oh, you're bragging.
It only sounds like bragging if they're insecure.
Exactly,
you know what that is?
But usually most people are.
It reminds them of where they're not.
Of their failure. Exactly. It's not about you. It's their own problem.
So you could talk to me and them.
Oh, yeah.
They want to hear about it. So your car thing, I see you always flipping cars. You got some 392 Scat Packs, Hellcats, all that shit.
Yeah. To be honest with you, that's one thing. Like I said, like as boys growing up, I see the same with you. I love you. Like you mean all type of whips, foreign cars, race cars. We both got raced. You know what I mean? We double our gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So as a boy, we love cars. So that's why I love doing that because I get to be in all types of cars, even from hoopty cars. But most people don't know. I get stranded probably 2-3 times a week with the little cheap bullshit cars, and then up to selling Hellcats, Scat Packs, whatever Benzes, you know what I mean? I do it all.
You know what's crazy is like as car guys, like you know, since a kid, I've always loved cars, and I appreciate cars. They don't have to be $300,000 cars. They're gonna be $200,000 cars.
You can have a cheap car that just. Some cars, I tell people, some cars is a driver car.
Yeah.
You can feel it the way the wheels skip when it drifts, it slides. There's some cars that's a smooth shit. You know what I mean? I drive standard, automatic. I drive boats. I ride bikes. I do anything that moves. I fly planes. Stop playing with me.
Let's go. So how long you been flipping whips for?
Man, I've been doing that for like 5 years solidly. You know?
Okay.
And it's like for
you
the
buy from like auctions or
yes, I have a dealer license, so
okay.
I buy all through the auctions: Manheim, Odessa, Metro,
Copart, all that shit.
Yeah, you know. But what I do mostly, like I stopped buying in state because it's very expensive here.
Right.
So my biggest thing, I buy everything out of state, and I ship them in through the trucks. Then when I get them here, I clean them up, whatever, and then I put them back for sale. And like that's one of.
What's your average recon fee on one of those on cars?
It depends. Like say I'll buy fucking 2023 Honda Accord. You know what I mean?
$600 in it.
No, I'll get it, and I wouldn't even spend $1. Sometimes
I
wouldn't even wash it. To be honest with you,
Damn.
I take it to the lot, and obviously the guy sprayed it off.
Yeah,
and the car will sell. I'll fucking make $4 or $5 grand on that car right there without even fucking doing a thing to it.
Damn.
Then I might buy a car for fucking $5 grand and have to put fucking $1,500 in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, to make $1,000. So it just kind of like, you know what I mean?
It just depends.
Yeah, and I don't want to give up my secrets
out.
here because I know this.
out.
Yeah, but I also sell to the dealerships too. You know,
Okay,
like most of the major dealerships, like Nissan, Honda, BMW, whatever. Even some in Scottsdale, I have contracts with them where, like, if I have a car, you know, we all have the same system. So I'll send them the VIN and the miles, then they give me an offer, and then once they give me an offer, it makes sense. I'll take them the car. The car will be sold sometime before we even get here. So I don't want to give up my sauce, but yeah, that's what I do.
I was in the car business for 7 years before I got into entrepreneurship, and so I always loved cars since I was a kid, man. Since I was a kid, and car flipping is something me and my brother have talked about. I've like brokered deals on R8s and all types of shit.
Dude, I see your shit. You drive some crazy shit. I fucks with it.
Yeah. But all those cars on my Instagram, I own. They weren't rentals.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Yeah.
Say it loud for the people in the back.
Right.
There's some up there that y'all don't even know.
Yeah, they're not photo. They're not photo shoot cars. I own them.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because you know, a guy like you, faced with adversity, right? Coming from a different country, from a third world country at that, right? Like, you came from a third world country. You were probably wrapped up in some bad shit. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but
well, you say everything is off limits, you know?
Yeah.
So
is
nothing.
Okay, so what'd you get locked up for?
Can I retract
you
my last
statement? You'll get shot right before
Nah, what I would say, to be honest, I used to be involved in a lot of fuck shit, you know,
allegedly.
Like, yeah.
You know?
Well, definitely. That's
Definitely. He said convicted.
Well, I'm convicted, so they already know what's up. Y'all can pull my record, man. But no, when I got incarcerated, I had 4 cases and 52 charges. This on one and keep going, you know, like where I come from, like I said, is the heart of Jamaica,
right?
And then when you come and ended up in New York, you know, like, not to make it sound the way, I ended up in something that I didn't even know what it really was as a young kid. You know, I've been the kid that been used doing this, blah blah. Most people don't even survive it. I'm just happy to be here just to survive it. So I end up in something that was way bigger, where like something that kind of controls Jamaica, but is attached to Jamaica, that controls New York, that kind of connects to something else. Okay. I kind of grew into it and, you know, wiggled my way through it, you know?
Right.
So I end up getting to some shit, whatever the case is, and, you know, like, I thought my life was over.
What was the biggest thing you took away from it? From actually, like, you know, going to prison? Obviously, you said you wanted to be a barber after, and, you know, turn your life around. The biggest thing,
to be honest, why I'm always by myself, is that you can't trust people. Because before, like I could do fucked up shit all day long and go to sleep like a baby, wouldn't even think about it. But I'm so genuine at heart. I used to take care of everybody, like my friends, their family, my family, anybody that comes in contact. You, even if I didn't know you, like my customer, you come and be like, "Hey, I need a grand to fucking pay my rent." I would never say no. I'll just be like, "Why?" And then I'll probably just give it to you.
Right.
And when I got incarcerated, there was nobody there for me. Either I didn't need anybody, you know what I'm saying? But
well,
there was nobody there.
Everyone's always around when it's good,
when
right?
it's time to party.
Yeah.
And that's what I took from that. That's
when
the
it's time to
biggest
work,
thing.
no one's around.
Exactly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I might look like this right now because we chill, you know, I'm on Tino's biggest shark, you know what I'm saying? But half the time I look like a crackhead, bro. You probably won't see me. I'm in a bucket driving around the city looking crazy, some shorts, you know what I mean? So
that's hard work, you know, doing the shit people don't want to do.
I'm getting my money. I don't care what nobody
It's not sexy. Can't nobody tell you nothing.
Exactly.
Can't nobody tell you nothing. That's what I try to tell people, man. Like these younger generations, like they think that it's all about they think that it's all about you know, the appearances of like what their friends are gonna think. What
they weren't too much about everybody.
Right.
Else.
Oh, what would look good if I post? Like, how could I post it? And it's like, honestly, it's absolutely insane. Like, having a personal brand is important, right?
It's not realistic.
It's not realistic though. It's not. Like, I'm not always on go 24. Like, I have kids. I got 2 daughters and a son. I got a fucking dog. I got a wife.
I got a dog.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Pinky say? I got a dog, a girlfriend, and a wife on the side. Right. But you know, like, I have a real life with real shit. Oh, take the girls, pay for ballet lessons, do this. Oh, you gotta, your son. My son was up at midnight thinking he's slick playing Xbox. We gotta take his controllers and his iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go through real life shit too. Oh, yeah. I just don't post about it because it's not that interesting.
Exactly. But at the same time too, it's also some things you gotta keep personal.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And like, that's one thing. Like, people will be like, "Oh, you don't post your wife all the time. Blah 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 blah. You out here trying to be a thought, or what's the deal?" And like, for me, it's not that. It's just I keep what's most important to me, private
closest
and close.
to your heart. But at the same time, but like I go through your page, you see your married, your wedding pictures.
It's obvious
so it's not
I'm married.
secret.
Yeah, it's not
but
a
at the same
secret.
time, you're not gonna put everything out there because at the end of the day, dude, you could never please everybody, dude.
Yep.
No matter how good or bad you're doing, there's always gonna be something. Like you say, right now, if you buy a fucking Lamborghini, they go like, oh, it's not a Bugatti. You know what I'm trying to say? So you can never please people. So you just gotta tune that shit out.
You're absolutely right. You want to hear some funny shit? My dad, the guy that was telling you that, like, love him to death, but he never really grew up. I bought my first exotic. It was a Maserati. I was so proud of this fucking car.
Those
man.
cars sound sexy as fuck.
It's fucking beautiful. It was the last naturally
That's a Ferrari
aspirated
engine.
Yep, it had a 458 engine. It was a Gran Turismo, and I pulled up, and I'm in Vegas. I'm showing it to my dad. He's like, "Oh, this is nice." He gets in. He's like, "Why didn't you get the Lambo?" I was like, "What? I bought you your car. What are you talking about?"
That's how people are, dude. You can
Bro,
never.
I almost had a Kanye moment right there, bro. I had to bite my
it's
tongue.
fucked up because you work so hard to attain certain things. And when somebody do something like that, it's like it kind of hurts your soul a little bit.
It does. You're like,
but you just it's and it's usually it's the most fucked up
closest ones to you.
Yeah, you just finished my cuss.
Closest ones to my bad.
Come on, baby, the biggest shark, man. Stop playing with him, man.
My bad. But it is insane. Like. It's crazy. The most people that support you the most are strangers.
Always. You posted that too the other day,
Yeah.
And I double tapped it, but it's the truth, dude. Like most of the people I grew up with or whatever, just they won't say, but it could just tell there's always some subliminal hate or whatever the case is, or this. But the thing is, strangers always support you the most. But you know what I always tell my best friend? I always tell him this, like, you know what it is? It's not even about you. It's just if they not getting it with you, it's fuck you. That's my motto, dude,
that's a bar.
So it doesn't matter if they
never
close
heard
or
that.
friend. If they fuck with you, if you getting it with them, it's all gravy. But if they not getting what you getting or feel, it's fuck you. And it's not that you even did to them. It's just because they not getting none, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everybody feel like they're entitled.
Yes.
But you wasn't entitled when you put in these work. Like
you
Rick
weren't
Ross said, you
with
was
me
in the gym. Like, that's the second time.
My bad.
Nah, I fucks with it though.
Hey, that just means we got the same mindset.
Exactly.
Man. Same mindset.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because, most of these people, bro, I meet entrepreneurs all the time, and they don't all have a story like yours. They don't, right? Your story is your story, my story is my story. But I feel like a lot of them just, obviously they have hard work ethic, but they just end up parachuting into a situation where they're prepared and they got lucky, right?
Place and timing is very definitely a key, but like when you have that dog in you, you know what I'm saying?
You don't get it
That's
no matter
different.
what.
You know what I mean? Like I tell people this all the time. Like people like watch prison movies or shit like that. All that shit is fake, bro. That shit is not scary. It's not. Who you are is who you're gonna be, no matter where you go. So if you fucking on 27th Ave, if you a dog, you're gonna be a dog. If you're a sucker, you're gonna be a sucker. You know what I'm saying? If you go to prison the same way. So people treat you how you allow them to treat you. It's about you. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
That's what it is.
People treat you how you allow them to treat you. I was just telling Jen the other day, people gonna do what you let them get away with.
And that's why I don't have much friends or nothing, because I don't let nothing slide. I don't let nothing slide in business, friendship, family, relationships, man. Fuck that, nigga. If I feel some type of way, nigga, you getting cut off, I'm gonna let you know, you know what I'm saying? I won't resort back to my old ways and bust you across your head, but, I'm gonna take myself away from the situation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, that's the same thing, just cutting them off, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough because relationships are like, I feel like relationships make the world go around, but they also make the world burn. So, bad relationships.
Suckers out there that fucks it up,
Yeah.
Make people get like so comfortable thinking a certain type of way, think everybody's the same, but
or they think
really
shit is sweet.
Yeah, ain't nothing sweet over here. Like, you know what I tell my friend, dude? That's just like. Somebody really got to be stupid. If I look at, like, say, hypothetically, I don't know you, and I come like, Tino, whatever, I'll observe you, whatever, who you are, or whatever, and then I try to play you for stupid or dumb or something like, why would you be in the position you are in life if you're stupid?
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So I must be the retard to think you're stupid
Right.
and I can get over. And that's why I try to tell people, like, they just don't get it. You know what
They
I'm saying?
don't think.
You're fucking stupid, bro, if you think I'm stupid. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it goes back to the whole thing you said. Like, people going to do what they think that you allow them to do.
Exactly.
And then once you hit them with the,
hit him with the hit him with the
then they start feeling like, oh, shit. And it's going to go either two ways.
I'm sorry, pause. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you. I know you was screaming.
He's out here
I need another shot of tequila, man.
We got me.
I be having Liddy parties too, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
one time he DM'd me, he said, "How do I get invited to the rich nigga party?"
Yeah, because I be getting shunned like that, my baby. Come on, man.
Hey, you cool as hell.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna start inviting you,
boy,
man.
you know what I mean?
This is the first time we actually meet in person.
Yeah, we chop it up all the time. But this is the first encounter, which is kind of crazy. Yeah. But I ain't mad at it. No, come on, let me get and pop my shit. I'm gonna drop a track after. You already know. You know what I'm saying?
So what's next for 2025 for you? I know you got a lot going on. What's next? What are the goals, crazy? Aspirations, dreams?
It's crazy in my mind, dude. The way I see things, there's no limit to nothing, bro. You know, it's just all networking life and just, just push your goals to the limit because you could never fail. Let me tell you, if somebody has full determination and push it 100%, you could never fail in nothing you do. Never. You might have a setback, but you would never fail. Most people just don't feel like that. They think they do, but they really don't.
It's crazy. I was talking about it the other day. Like, people think I'm insane. Some of the goals I'm like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. They're like, what the fuck? Like,
and then they sit there and go smoke weed or some dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. I'm not going to lie. I'm not perfect. I get in my time. I get the tricking off, doing shit. I'll be there in the jacuzzi, the tripping, doing dumb shit. Yeah. But when it's time to work, man, I get it in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you know what? It's insane, but like guys like us, we're wired different. We're wired different.
Absolutely.
We can't stay still, right?
I can't even stay still on vacation.
Brains move at 100 miles per hour. And even when we're relaxed, we're not truly relaxed because we feel like we're missing out.
Because if you're really truly relaxed, that means you're lacking, bro.
Absolutely.
There's always something that could be done, you know? You know what I'm saying?
It's so stupid, and I'll probably sound like I'm yapping right now, but when I sleep, I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out.
It's funny you say that because I don't even sleep. I probably get 2 hours of sleep, maybe max. I'm probably running off 3 hours of sleep max right now.
I can't do that. I
can't. But you know why I feel like that?
I'm 38 fucking years old.
I've been sitting I've been laying on bunks, racks, runs, and I feel like I missed so much, dude. That's why I came on hitting the ground, right? Like they let me out that bitch, nigga. My feet was like this, like I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm gonna utilize like Steve Harvey. There's a meme like you can't believe everything you see on social media because you just gotta take the sense out of the nonsense.
Right.
But Steve Harvey said one of the realest things, like rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day, bro. So if you're sleeping 8-9 hours a day, but I'm sleeping 2, now I got 20 hours to do shit.
On top
you fucking got 12 hours or whatever the fuck in 14 hours. I got 20 hours. So whatever you're doing, I'm doing that times 2 or that times a half. You know what I'm trying to say?
Absolutely.
And it's just a fact. You could sleep when you're dead, or stop being cliche. You could sleep when you get old, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
The crazy part is like, most like nowadays, it's not that hard to be successful. It's really not.
Especially with all this shit that going on. You could do the dumbest shit on
find
TikTok and
everything
get
on
fucking
YouTube.
rich. This bitch talking about fucking gluck on fucking
Haktua, yeah.
And this bitch, well, pardon my language, but
it's okay.
that female fucking no. And you know what's crazy? But she's not stupid though. That's one thing I give her. I watch she's created shirts, foundation.
Yeah, she's monetizing.
She was
15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, she went to every fucking event, everything. So even though that got her into the spotlight, but she utilized it in the right way to make money. They even had a thing like, people like to show whatever they think you make, So you utilize her Hawk 2 interview at the club to make money because she's not stupid. A regular person be like Hawk 2 and then it's funny and cool and then you're
getting
done.
a bunch of followers don't do nothing with it.
Yeah, because one thing I learned, everybody has a 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily fame, I mean 15 minutes of like when it's your time. So like the PPP and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
A lot of people got their 15 minutes, but they blew that money on dumb shit.
Now they're broke facing the case.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank God I didn't take any of that money.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I didn't get no PP either.
Me neither.
I'm mad at Dayton.
I'm mad at Dayton.
Trust me, I'm mad.
I got away with it. I'm like, God damn.
I'm telling you.
Hey, we're
I
keeping
thought
it real.
everybody was going to jail, though. I thought everybody was going to jail.
Yeah, we're keeping it real goes wrong. Because, I wish I would have took that money,
Me
man.
too. I know a lot of people that got it. I didn't do it because, honestly, like I told you, I was fresh from that situation. So
you're like,
I was
I
never
ain't
going to
fucking
jeopardize
up
it for nothing. Yeah, you know? So, but I wish I did.
Yeah,
But
me
it
too,
is what
man.
it
I
is.
saw motherfuckers
But
get
it's
6
not
figures.
everybody gets money. It doesn't even matter how much money you get. It's what you do with your money.
Right.
And you can still fuck up because trust me, look, players fuck up too. Look,
Players fuck up.
Players fuck up too. I do a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's what you do with the majority
Right.
of what you make. It's not what you make. It's how much you save or what
How much
you
you
invest
keep,
in.
what you do with it, what you make your money make you more money.
So I fuck up, but I try to make a lot so I can fuck up a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What is the biggest hurdle that you've had in your businesses? Like, what? Obviously, you said people was hard, right? And systems, processes, you can learn all that. You can teach fucking sales, you can teach marketing, but people is always gonna be the hardest. What are some encounters that you had with people that have like stood out to you over the years?
Man, nobody's really responsible like you think, or they try to come off when you first encounter them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like being reliable sometimes is the biggest skill. It might not be a skill technically, but being reliable, being able to rely on this person if I call you, or being
Right.
able to rely on that you're going to open at this time every day.
Right.
Being reliable is one of the biggest things.
You don't
know
got to
what
be
I mean?
great. You just got to be
You
there.
just got to be there.
Yeah.
You just got to be present. Everybody else, whoever else, we do the rest. You just have to be there.
Oh, 100%. Like I was saying earlier, like having a support system, my brother, Chris, Jen, my wife, like all these people that are around me that make my life so much easier. Oh, you trying to get another one?
Yeah, I didn't mean to shout. Pardon me. Sorry. Thank you. I didn't mean to whistle. Pardon me.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Tito got me saucy
Shouts
right
out
now,
to
so
Jen.
let's get into
I'm
it.
good. I'm
Yeah,
still
shout out
good.
to Jen, man. Real
Shout out to
MVP,
Jen.
you know? She get
Yeah.
me drunk.
Like the hardest part is like when you have something, you have this grandiose idea as an entrepreneur of what it looks like, what the machine will run like, what you're gonna achieve, and then you as a leader, you have to get everybody in the boat with you.
And that's the hard part because nobody ever believes in you, dude.
They don't.
Until it start making waves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part. But, I love that, though. You know why? Because I live to prove to people. Like, my mom has this one saying, and, like, I used to look at it crazy, but as I get older, I get it now. I live for revenge. I live to prove people. That's literally my drive to everything.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to Jen, man. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's literally my drive. Like, not to sound petty, but just even like coming out from being incarcerated. It's just like, like I said, I used to take care of a lot. Everybody, not a lot, everybody that I had contact with, and nobody was there. So coming out, because everybody thought I was going to get deported
Right.
and all this and that and blah, blah. So when I just popped up, my drive was to show everybody you should never counted me out. You should never bet against me.
Yeah.
So it's just to show you I'm going to come back the same way and 10 times better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Why do you think people count you out?
because that's just people's nature. They only in your corner because at the moment of what you could do for them. Once you can't do for them, they're not there.
What's the biggest thing that you're gonna change in yourself this year than last year?
Man, I need to change a lot of shit, but I'm just like future twin, man. Stop playing with me. I'm toxic. You know what I mean?
So if you could do one thing right now, there's nothing, no money, like it's not an object. It doesn't matter if you hurt anybody's feelings. What is it that you would do right now?
To be honest with you, I'll get in a relationship.
Your relationship.
Like something that I know is real.
He's laying it on thick, ladies.
Yeah. You know what I mean? No, for real, no cap. Like we told you, you got that support system.
It's
you think
everything.
I don't want that support system? I'm just used. I have to be like this as a defense mechanism because of what I've been through. We call it scarred or whatever. But I know I'll be better by having that. And at the same time, I'm getting tired. I'm getting older. I'm not trying to be running around the clubs and these strippers and this and this.
Still didn't say how old he is, but it's all good.
Yeah. They're still younger than you. Nigga.
Yeah. But you know what? Like after a stressful day, and as leaders, like everybody depends on us.
Of course.
Even if they don't
Even
admit
people
it.
that don't even know they depend on it.
They do. And and you take on the stress of not only like you have your own
because
stresses.
you can't fail because they will fail.
Right.
Their family will suffer if you fail because
Right.
they fail. You know? And
Right.
sometimes they don't even realize that. That's why I say sometimes I fight demons at night. You know, there's even people I know that do their own thing that has nothing to do with me.
Stressful.
But just off of the transfer of information, everything in a whole, it relies on of this. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
you have to perform so that they can perform, so that they can perform for their families.
Exactly. Just like sometimes vice versa. If they perform, it pushes me to perform. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, damn, he caught it and took it running 10 times more. No, give me back the baton. Let me, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it goes tit for tat. It goes back and forth. but it's still pressure. Like, people don't know, as a man in certain positions, it's pressure, dude. Like, if I don't pay my bills or make sure I keep doing advertising and all that for the barbershop and don't have clients coming in, the bars won't make money. So now they're going to suffer. Their family going to suffer. They can't pay the bills. So just in the whole general, it's just people depend on you, and it's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean?
Yep. How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
Dude, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. Before I went to prison, I had like 4 businesses before that. I had like smoke shops, cell phone stores. Because I've been doing this since I was young.
I'm opening a smoke shop this year.
Pardon me?
I'm opening a smoke shop this year.
I have all the connections. Yeah, Habibis. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah. No, I know damn near half the Habibis in the city, Like,
that's dope.
I used to own a couple smoke shops, cell phone stores, all, even with my car business, all I deal with is Habibis, fix my cars, sell them, this, whatever, mechanic, So I used to own that, whatever. This before dispensaries getting in and everything. And that was also part of my downfall. So it's been a good solid 10 years, bro. I've been doing it from like early young. I didn't even choose it. It kind of just fell in my lap. When I first came to Arizona, like, I got cool because, I'd go wherever I go, I'd be like, hey, what's up, bro? So, like,
start making
I met the
relationships.
Habibi that owned the store right there, the bodega. And then we just got cool. He tell me, come, we eat food or hands, whatever. We got cool. Then he's like, oh, my friend is selling a smoke shop. And from that, it just snowballed. So, you know this, Tino. Once you get that mentality, you can't go back. It's like a hit a crack, So once you get that and you also make it work, I can't go work in a warehouse for nobody.
It's super
crazy
hard,
shit.
man. It's
Yeah,
super
crazy.
hard. My brother talked about this.
Yeah, dude, you crazy. I can't even see myself working for somebody. I will if I have to. Don't get it twisted. All this nice shit, nigga. If my life get
can
rough,
go tomorrow,
I'll go
right?
work in 2 fucking warehouses right now if I have to pay my bills.
Yep.
Don't get it twisted. There ain't no shame in my game.
That's what I told my wife.
I'll make sure it never get there.
I told my wife, hey, because she hasn't worked for a while. And I always tell her, like, hey, don't worry. Like, when we were getting together, I'm like, worst case scenario, like, God forbid, it'd be pretty hard, but God forbid, everything was drained. Everything was gone.
Because it's always a possibility.
And I had to go get a job. We're going to be fine. I'm going to get a job. Still going to make fucking $250,000 a year. We're still gonna be fine. Like
there's people that makes good money fucking with regular jobs, bro.
I was making $400,000 a year working a W-2.
Exactly. That's more than good. That's above average working a W-2.
That's 1% right there.
So that's what people go to school and college and get degrees and still don't make that. You know what I'm trying to say? So
I'm a college dropout. How about you? You go to school?
No, I'm a fucking high school dropout. Well, I got kicked out, but yeah, same difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, I end up getting. That's another story.
So you bring up a good point, without bringing it up, that entrepreneurship is hard and there's failures, right? Along the way, you said I had a bunch of businesses.
Yeah,
I had a bunch of businesses. What is it that makes you keep going? Because most people fail, bro. Like, think about it. I know you got friends and acquaintances that are like, oh yeah, I want to get into this. I want to do what you're doing. Da 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 da.
All day long, every day.
Everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh man, you're in the fucking
like
McDonald's
drive-thru. It's not what you do. It's like I said, you have to have that dog.
Who are you, right? Who you are.
So like I wake up every morning like 5:30, 6 a.m. Once I leave, nigga, I'm on the run all day long. I run for 15 hours a day, nonstop, just like a chicken with his head chopped off, but organizedly. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
A lot of people don't
with
do
intention,
that.
with purpose.
With purpose.
Yeah.
7 days a week, because like I said, I'm not married or have a girlfriend, so I have the time to do all that. I'll take my son, pick him up from school, throw him in the back. Yo, we going to work. Let's go. You know? So,
that's dope.
So I put in the work. You have to put in the work. You can't fantasize, be like, oh, I want to have this and do this, but don't do nothing. You have to put in the work.
Can you work? Can you work wrong though? Can you work wrong?
Yeah.
Do you think that some people work
can.
really hard, but they just don't have direction?
Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, it's true. You could work and be standing still. Because sometimes I feel like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's what it's saying.
You're like, fuck, I'm working hard. I'm not moving the needle.
Exactly. But sometimes it's like that. Until you figure out a better way. That's where failure comes in.
But that's where most people quit, though. Yeah. That's where most people quit.
Exactly.
Right before.
They didn't really want it.
Yeah.
If you really wanted something, why would you quit?
Yeah.
It's like you really want a girl and you chasing her up and down. Oh, I love you, so sexy, infatuated, and you just not getting where you want. And you're like, fuck this chick. You know what I mean? You didn't really want her. It was just infatuation at the moment. If you want something, you're gonna go for it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I think people nowadays, because again, going back to social media, it's so it's so programmed to like paint this beautiful picture of entrepreneurship. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur these days.
Yeah.
Every fucking person. Like, I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. It just kind of happened.
Dude, sometimes what I tell people do, being an entrepreneur, you do more work than your actual employees.
Absolutely.
I'll go in my shop, I'll fucking clean the toilets sometimes. I'll go sweep them up.
Whatever it
I'll
takes.
do whatever. I'll say I'm going to take one day off the week. I get a call, I have to run over there and go close because you don't want to come to work. Like, you know, so it's really more work than actually working.
And nobody cares more about your business than you do.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
They run your shit in the
And that
ground.
goes back to the people part. Like, if you can find people that are 80% caring as much as you then that's a W, bro. That's a W. But it's extremely hard.
But we like W's over here. You know what I mean? We take a lot of L's, but we like them W's. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
And the funny thing is like people think that we don't take L's. We do take L's. But the difference is our L's are on a grander scale.
Dude, I take L's that people won't even see in a year.
People would
bro.
die.
You know what I mean?
People would kill themselves.
You know, I do dumbass shit. Sometimes it's self-inflicted, something you can't. You change, you know? Like, I could buy a fucking SRT right now. I'm giving you an example. My brother, you know? We in the same business, whatever. He just bought a fucking SRT, bro.
Is he a partner or no?
No, he has his own business.
Okay.
You know, I help him, like, scale and open his own license. So, because the thing
Did
is,
you start the business first? And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
Okay,
his
so
is
you
probably
paved
about
the
a
way.
year,
And
yeah, you know?
Okay.
So at the same time, it's just like, but I'm gonna give him his knowledge because
Of course.
most people gatekeep, but you know we feed off
That's
each
your
other.
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know we have a thing because I don't want to drop a gem, but I want to start a
Drop
SRT fucking dealership. That's a straight Hellcat Scapper. I don't want nobody bite my shit. But anyways, that's what we do a lot of because it is a bigger margin, but it's also a bigger problem. So we bought a one, and the motor is blown. You know?
Damn.
So now the motor in those cars is like $8,000, you know?
Yeah.
So now you're gonna take an $8,000 L. People don't even make $8,000 in W2 in a month. You know what I'm trying to say? So like it's not always glitz and glam. We're gonna win, we're gonna fail. You just gotta make sure your wins are bigger than your failures.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And don't give up. Sometimes there's shit that could think you're gonna put you in the dirt. I've been there where I think I'm in the dirt. Well, you just gotta fight your way out.
Bam.
That shit. Exactly.
Bam.
Yeah,
It just
just
changed like that.
Because just like you get fucked hard, you could win hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I done had some huge ass wins. Like,
I'm already
bam.
know.
And I tell people like just like in one of my businesses is wholesaling, right? We do real estate. I got people that I know people personally that are millionaires today that took 8 months before they got a W. 8 fucking months.
Because they never gave up.
They never gave up. And I got students that will get a W in fucking 3 days, in a week, in a month, whatever. But then I got students that are not consistent. They don't want to put in the work. They like the idea of success, but they don't
They like the end product.
Right.
But
But the journey there is like, can I skip the ads?
Yeah.
Can I get the YouTube premium?
It don't
you
work
know?
like that. Because
Yeah.
you know, God only give it to people that deserve it and also work for it.
Right.
If you don't work for it, you don't deserve to eat.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny you say that because like, I when back in the like my ex-wife when I was married to her and everything and like I had come into all that money and this investment I made, I'm so glad that I didn't go crazy with it because I'm not the person I am today and I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready to be that person with that kind of money, with that kind of
Nobody is.
You're not until you are.
To be honest with you, you have to fuck it up. You have to fuck the money up to learn respect for the money.
Right.
To be honest with you, if I had common sense, even up to this day, I still don't. But if you really have sense and care about it, I'll probably be a whatever the fuck. But
Yeah.
I probably fucked up more money than I have right now. I'm not even gonna cap
But
to y'all. You know
let's
what I'm saying?
be honest though. We're minorities, right? We're minorities. We're relatively young. Yes, you're younger than me.
Yeah,
We've
for
established
sure.
that.
Put that out
We've
there.
established
Yeah.
that.
Let me sign in that. All right. Let's go.
He's younger than me. We definitely established that. But as we grow up, like, who are our heroes? Like, what do we look up to? We look up to artists. We look up to rappers. We look up to ball players. We look up to stuff like that.
I'm gonna let you finish before I say interject.
I'll say this. Me, I was a nerd growing up. I've always been a nerd. I love art. All these paintings were painted by me, right? I love art. I love music. But as a kid, I love music. I love rappers. I love this. So what happens? Like, as a kid, I wanted a Lambo. I wanted a fucking have nice luxury cars. I wanted jewelry. I wanted this. And now as you get older and you're able to afford it, what's the first thing you do? You're like, oh, shit. It's stupid.
It's once it becomes normal, you realize it's not as good as you thought it was.
Yeah, it's not that important.
I have a bunch of shit sometimes. Like, to be honest, be real with you, people think like, dude, I don't even drive my Rave, bro. That shit sits in the garage. I probably drive it once every 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm trying to say?
I drive mine
like,
every day.
This is half my jewelry.
Yeah.
This shit I haven't seen in fucking weeks. You know what I'm trying to say? Or months. Like, once you have it, it honestly doesn't have any value at that
exactly.
point. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's what I'm trying to get to. As entrepreneurs, and we have this idea in our brain of one day I'm gonna do this. One day I'm gonna achieve this. One day I'm gonna get this.
But when you achieve it, it also becomes like a piece of shit.
And you become jaded. Yeah. You become jaded because now shit that should stimulate you does not stimulate.
And you fight for bigger stimulation.
But it's a gift and a curse because it pushes you to be better every time.
It's called ambition, but at the same time, it comes, you gotta take the bad with it too. You know?
I got my first AP. Like I said, I had made
I'm
money.
not gonna lie, that's a beautiful watch.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
I see you go crazy, bro. Yeah.
Thank you. My first AP is this one with a boutique blue dial, and it's stainless steel, and I still have it to this day. I got it beginning of 2018, and it was the dopest thing in the world. I still have the Ring camera video of like the armored truck showing up
that you was trying to attain.
Right.
Now you attain it. Now it's
right. At the time when I bought it for $27,000, and like it was the biggest thing I've ever spent in my life, like biggest amount. They brought it. The armored truck showed up. They showed up. Fucking, I signed for it. The Ring camera recorded everything.
Truck.
Yeah, it was dope, bro. It was dope. And it's like,
lit.
and like, it's crazy because I've had like $100,000 watches delivered via FedEx.
I don't spend like hundreds of $1,000s cash on shit. I ain't never had an armored truck pulled up.
Yeah.
Shit, you know?
So that was like, man, this is my holy grail. And then I start hanging around other people.
Yes,
who elevated me.
Exactly.
And then they're like, I'm like, man, they got a gold one. I'm like, damn, one day, like, and they're like, well, why not?
That's what it is.
Why not tomorrow?
Sometimes you think you're dreaming big, but to certain people, you're dreaming small.
You don't know what you don't know.
Yes, it's just like that's whatever position you think you're in. There's always bigger and better, whatever. As in financially, not as better as person, but I mean financially. Like so, like you never know until you get into those rooms. It's sometimes like you be in a room and think, oh, you just hot shit, and then I'll go into a room with some people. And I'm like,
damn,
they look so simple, but I'll be like, fuck, I'm a guppy around these fucking sharks.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? I'm a guppy around these sharks. You know what I mean?
It is crazy because we are products of our environment, and as like I was telling you, when I was a kid, I was looking up to Jay-Z, Big Pimpin', Spending Cheese, JD, Nelly, all that. Like I was like, yeah.
Don't let me drop a track, man. You talking all that shit? I'm gonna drop a track right now.
And like that was like the shit. And now like I'm listening to Jada Kiss and Jay-Z in the double
Jada. Shout out Jada.
Switching lanes when the you know what I'm saying. Bubble hard in the double passing lanes and then hit the new whips, money in the thing. Like, nigga, I don't like it if it don't bling bling. In the hell with the watch because of money in the thing. So now it's like, bro, my son be in my car listening to Young Dolph and be like, Daddy's talking about your car. Daddy's talking about ice.
Like, to be honest with you, because kids are big. What they see is what they impersonate, what they glow. Yes.
I didn't know what a double R was when I was a kid.
You should feel good that you should be able to portray that to your son. Whether it's good or bad, does it feel like, you want to feel like that guy to your kids, your family, you know what I mean? So what him looking and seeing that, what he think the people that they idolize and looking at rapping about, you have those things, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, a lot of things is just like stat. Like, to be honest with you, I'm a coupe nigga. I like fast car, large car. I never ever thought I would have a double R. It wasn't even in my fantasy, bro.
Right.
But just gotta see the shit come across literally, I bought that car, I see it come across my Instagram feed. I was like,
on a whim.
Like, just because of the name, and it gets me in certain rooms that I need to get into.
It's a conversation starter.
Exactly.
It's marketing.
Exactly. Just like vice versa. If I didn't have a double R, you didn't have a double R, we probably wouldn't even be here right now. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So it's more like getting in that room because I care less about that car. You know what I'm trying to say? I drive cars all day long. You know what I mean?
People don't understand the power of that though. Yes. It's marketing. It is, marketing.
Dude. If I look right now, if I pull up in a Nissan, put the camera on me, man. I ain't playing with y'all. Put the camera on me. You know what I'm saying? No cap. I'm beating that ass. If I pull up in a Nissan Altima, smelling like weed, and the chick that look like a stripper, you know what I mean? You gonna look at me crazy, right?
Right.
But if I pull up with a double R with a snow bunny or whatever the fuck, looking clean, smelling good, looking like money, feeling like money, you're going to treat me a little bit different. So that's all it really is getting into that room. You know what I'm saying? That's like you look at me like, oh, where is he? But one thing I never try to portray is like the tough guy gangster. Like, you see I come in a button-up shirt, bro. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, this is me. I'm trying to elevate and grow out of that setting because people are already going to judge you for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's so funny. Me and my wife go to places. And actually, me and Jen, we just went to Chanel to buy my wife a purse, and we're there, and like, it's appointment only. They got like a fucking rope, and we go in or whatever.
Keep
I
the
got
rope niggas out.
Yeah, I got an appointment with my personal shopper there at Neiman, and like we're in there. He's like, "Oh, what do you want to drink? You want champagne, sparkling water?" So we get water, and we're sitting there, and more people are coming in, and they're like looking at us like different. I'm covered in tattoos. I got diamonds on.
Instantly judging.
Right.
They're thinking drug dealer.
Yeah, and she walks by like a stroller with a kid, and the guy's like, "Hey, where's the boys at?" Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to get your kids. Like, we're here just shopping. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's funny because it's 2024, and we still go through that.
It's never gonna change.
And as much as I tell my wife, because my wife's like, she'll always tell me like, unfortunately, like, no matter how successful you are, like, yo, it's fine, that's fine. Yeah. They're like, you're still Mexican. I'm like, yeah, and I'm proud. I'm proud of being Mexican. Judge,
and like, to be honest, sometimes I'm like, man, fuck him. But my brother, dude, he's he's younger than me, but he makes me be better because like he has, like I tell you, he's married, he has kids, he take care of kids, he take them as his own. He goes to church 2-3 times a week. He makes me want to.
So he's got a lot of wisdom.
Yeah, so he's the better half of me. When I want to do some bullshit, be like, nah, you tripping, like So
keeps you alive.
And what he shows me is like, no, people gonna always judge us,
no matter what.
But if I pull up somewhere, take off all this jewelry and put on a suit, even though I'm black or whatever the fuck you think I am, they will treat you a little bit different if I pull up somewhere like we with my pants sagging below my ass.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, we go to nice restaurants and shit like that, and sometimes like nature is different. And then it's funny, like we were in my car recently, and like she's like, "Damn, like all these old ass white people just keep staring at you." I'm like, "Yeah, they do."
What it is, like I said, conversation piece.
Right?
Because the same reason you bought a double R, we could get any other car for that price. To be honest with you, that car. If you scratch that car, dude, I have a million cars. I've never been scared of a car in my whole entire life. I'm not even gonna cap. If you break one thing on that car,
you're paying
$10,000 minimum. You know what I'm trying to say? Just for Rolls Royce to look at it is $10,000. Yeah. It's $5,000. So you're gonna pay. But the thing is, people know I could pull up in the biggest Benz in the world, a BMW, Lexus, Tesla, whatever. That's cool. They worth money. But that Rolls Royce, the part alone is worth that car. You know what I'm trying to say? And people with real money knows that.
They know, yeah. You know what I mean? When I would pull up in the Lambo and I wear my jerseys, all my jerseys say Shark on the back. I'll wear a Shark jersey. People are like, "Oh, do you play for the Diamondbacks?" Like, da-da-da. I'm like, no. Are you a musical artist? I'm like, no.
Every time.
No, I'm not.
I get Cardinals play every time. Well, I'm slimmer now, but I used to be bigger all the
time. But when I'm driving the Rolls, people want to see who's inside of it. Exactly. They're not like in the Lambo. Everyone's like, "Oh, nice car." Like,
it's flashy,
nice.
It's good, but it gives a prestige,
right?
You know what I mean? It gives class, and honestly, it doesn't give little money or fake money. It gives real money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My trainer had my ass driving around fucking 39th Ave in McDowell this morning. There was an accident on I-10, and I was in the wrong neighborhood, bro. But I say that to say this.
Crazy? I thrive in those areas, to be honest. This is another thing.
I go there to eat and hang out.
I go to eat, but like I thrive in those areas because like I've lived in Tempe, I live in Scotland, I live downtown, wherever the fuck. It doesn't matter because where I'm from, in like New York, where I go from, third world country, like even what y'all think is the hood here, it's like the suburbs where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might be bad, but I will still not living there. But that's where the money is at because, like, say hypothetically, if I put a barbershop in Scottsdale, right? All right, cool. I could charge a premium, make good money per cuts. But those rich white folks only gonna cut their hair probably once every 2-3 months. The people in the hood,
every week,
cut it every week. Even though they got no money, they cut their hair every week to go to the fucking club. So the money is always in the hood. That's what I tell people. You know what I mean? But it's not for everybody. You got to be able to deal with the shit that comes with it. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean?
I like going to eat in the hood. I like going to smoke cigars in the hood. I like drinking.
Well, I'm
in
still
the
waiting
hood.
for the invite for the
But,
cigar smoke.
all right. Well, we're gonna lock in now.
Get me a chocolate cigar, man.
Now that I know how you are, man, I'm gonna lock in with you.
I'm not that bad, man. I know people having the deception, but yeah. You know?
Nah, you dope as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know how long we've been talking for. We've been a while.
This shit just flowing. I'm probably drunk. You know what
I know I definitely am. ain't no problems around here.
I wish we could turn the camera on her, dude. She got me drunk. I'm blaming her. You know what I mean?
Hey, you asked for it. But here's the deal, right? Like, no matter what you've been through in life, the highs, the lows, the greats, the valleys, like, you never give up.
Never.
And that's something that, like, most people
either.
can never, like, they can't get past. It's very easy. I always say this: a dog does two things. Like, when there's a dog that's scared and you're walking towards it, let's say there's a dog over there and it's barking at you, but it's barking all bite, no bite. As you walk towards it, it's gonna do one of two things. One, at the end, when you get really close to it, it's just gonna go like this and flip on its back and show you its belly. Or two, it's gonna show you its teeth and it's gonna fucking bite you.
The biggest dogs don't even bark.
They just bite. And that's not quitting. And that's something that's like fucking amazing. All the setbacks
you know,
you've
it's
had.
crazy. You can't even teach that. That's something that's got to be in you, embedded in you because of this life and adversity, you know? And that's, I think that's one thing that always kept me here because, quick sidebar, like even when I did my time, I ended up going to federal prison, then I ended up going to immigration. And like, no lawyer even wanted to take my case. They didn't even want to take my money. Even my own family, everybody said to sign deportation. I told everybody, I don't give a fuck. It's my money. Just find somebody to represent me. And to be honest, I got myself out that jam. I sit on the computer every night and find my own laws and loopholes to get me out that place. And now I'm a citizen, you know, because of that, because I never gave up. Everybody else gave up on me, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
So the thing is, you could never give up, dude. That's my thing, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm going against a giant. I would never give up. You're going to have to stomp me out, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel in my heart. Like, literally, I'm getting, like, my voice is even changing because I feel that to my soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean to think you're big or bad or nothing. It's just that's how I feel. You know, like, I can't explain. Like, that's how I feel. Like, I feel like a crushed stone saying that right now. You know what I mean?
That's powerful, man. People don't understand the power in that feeling. Like, I have that feeling. I tell people, like, there's nothing in the world that I can't do.
That's why you're successful.
There's nothing in the world that I can't achieve. There's nothing in the world that I can't
This shit is the Matrix, bro.
It is. It's a video game.
Yeah, dude.
It's a fucking video game.
Let me tell you, literally, I wake up every day. Like, sometimes my homies give me shit like, oh, you chanting shit. No, I'm not chanting nothing. I'll tell myself when I wake up, oh, I'm successful. I'm successful. I'm successful.
Your affirmations,
three,
man.
6 times. Oh, money's attracted me. I'll always have more than I need. Oh, I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'll be the first man. Like, you gotta, you like speaking it into
I do that to my
existence.
kids.
You have to, bro.
You want to hear something crazy? My sales guy out there. I just got a new Rolex the other day. I told my brother.
I wish you'd have put. Where's that, man? You love the AP
he's
too
got it
much,
on,
man. Come on.
I knew you were gonna come up with some ice, so I had to put my shit on. But I've been wearing the Bruce Wayne, and I told him, he's like, yo, Chris was like, yo, this watch is dope. I'm like, let him wear it. He's like, for real? I didn't know if you. I'm like, yeah, have him put it on. And I come out and I'm seeing him, and he's just like, and I'm like, bro, you know how powerful that is? He's like, yeah, this is nice. I'm like, nope, it's not that. You
the
wearing
motivation.
it. You wearing it, feeling
status,
it.
Exactly.
And I told him a quick story. One of my mentors, when we first kind of linked up, we were in the club, and he had an iced out Cartier skeleton, sick ass Cartier. He's like, here, put it on, and I put on the chain. And then his homie put a chain on me. So I had 2 chains on me, bust down Cubans, fucking fat ass Cubans. Johnny Dang Denim or Ice Champ, and then I had the Cartier on, and I'm like, oh fuck, and I'm just like, no way, bro. That feeling that I had, like, I wasn't even in the club no more. I was just
you out of space. You're in your own head.
I came back and I told my wife, she was my girlfriend, not even my fiance at the time. I'm like, I have to get that watch.
And you know what's crazy? People might look at it as like materialistic, but to be honest with you, it gives you a sense of motivation, and it also gives you a sense of accomplishment. Like people say, the honest meaning for it, it's a trophy. Like I tell you, like I just put this shit on to come see you, whatever. You know, we on camera. You want to look good, but half the time I don't even wear this shit. Some of these shit collect dust, nigga. You know what I mean? But it's just to know you have. It's a trophy. Like when you accomplish it, like it's like you say you be in the military. You do you whatever you go to war, whatever you did, you get a stripe. You know, it's just having it. That there's a trophy that you know what I mean.
As long as you accomplished it,
exactly. You know what I mean? You don't need to have it. You don't need to wear it every day. Just having it, that stripe, nigga. You know what time it is.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't play with me. You know what I mean?
I came back and I told my my girlfriend at the time, she's not my wife, I'm gonna get this watch. I can't afford that model right now, so I got the plain Jane, and it was really nice. At the time I had the AP with the one that got delivered in the armored truck,
I ain't gonna lie,
but I
want
wanted
the
that
AP,
feeling.
Man, I'm trying to get like you, Tino, the biggest show. Yo, can we get put this camera on right here, man. Put this camera on right here. Shout out to the biggest shark.
I
nigga.
appreciate
Tino
you.
Shark, baby.
I
Stop playing
appreciate
with
you.
him, man. You know what I'm saying?
And I got the plain Jane, and then recently, like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I got the iced out. Johnny Dang did the watch, and I'm like, wow.
And that's another thing too. You know what's
Wow.
fucking the game up, bro? That's kind of pissing me off. Everybody got bust down Cubans, bust down chains.
Oh, but it's
it's
not
all
real, though.
fake.
It's not
Let
real.
me get on the mic. It's all fake. It's all moissanite.
Yeah.
It's all plastic. You know what I'm saying?
And the metal's
And
not
if they
gold.
can't show you where they bought that shit, you know that shit fake.
And
nigga.
the
You know what I mean?
metal's not even gold.
And you know what I tell my brother, bro? Like, cause you know all these young niggas or whatever doing whatever the fuck, and females gonna fall for whatever. That's the world. It is what it is. I ain't gonna knock their game or their hustle, cause you gotta fake it till you make it. We all been there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, look at somebody's lifestyle and then look what they have. So if you
Right.
pulling up with a bust down Cartier watch and a bust down chain, this nigga driving a fucking Toyota Camry, nigga, does that add up to you?
That's
Come
what I
on,
always
bro.
say. I'm like,
You know what I mean?
like,
Come on, man.
so
Stop playing.
I bought this is a perfect example. Buying a Cartier when I have an AP is like going backwards, right? Like people, like horologists are like, oh, that's
Yeah,
sacrilegious.
technically, yeah.
Like Cartier is
Yeah.
like a fashion watch,
Yeah,
not even
it
a
is,
horology,
it is,
you know,
it
whatever.
is.
But for me, I wanted that feeling again. So when I got the bust down, I was like, man, this is nice. But then everybody had Cartier bust downs.
And when you as a watch guy, because I see a watch guy,
Yeah,
at
I
the same
have a
time,
bunch of
to be
watches.
honest with you, like bust down, you actually lose your value.
Yeah, they lose
But we
value.
do it because we're not trying to sell this shit. We're not trying to pawn
You
this
trying
shit.
to keep
nigga.
it.
It's a trophy at the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
day. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's what you want. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? So who gives a shit, nigga? Nigga, I don't pawn or sell shit. Nigga, I rather, no offense, I'll try to live that life, but I rather bank before I sell anything I got.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So you know what I mean?
And like I've done the same thing with my AP, like the stainless steel one. At one point, I was making good money. I started making. I'm like rising up, and my mentor was like, "Bro, we need to get you like a gold one." And I'm like,
Because
oh,
when you get
man.
around people in those rooms, like we were saying,
Yeah.
you realize that it's the value.
This
of
motherfucker
it.
got a $5.5 million yacht and shit.
And it
You know what I
looks
mean?
Fucking plain as fuck.
$400,000 Bubba Watson. You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
You have
RM.
a fucking Prezi on.
Right.
It's solid fucking
Right.
gold. You know what I'm trying to say?
So-
Fuck, the bust down might look more flashy and
Yep.
nicer, but it's solid.
But
plain Jane
people
looks
that know
better.
that they know.
Exactly.
I've had two Prezis,
Yeah.
and like I love them. Like the 40 millimeters, not the smaller ones, and like they're beautiful watches. But like for me, I appreciate watches just like I appreciate cars.
Yeah.
So that's why I change them like my underwear.
Yeah.
I change cars like every 6 to 8 months.
Yep.
Maybe a year is
vice
like the
versa,
longest.
absolutely.
But a watch the same thing. I keep watches, but I also alternate. Like I'm always trading.
And you know
up.
that's what I fight with, because you know, like when you start going into certain rooms, you realize it's sometimes not about the flash, it's about the value.
Yeah.
But the thing where I fight, like I told you, I grew up in New York, man. We the flashiest people in the world. I don't care what y'all say. You know what I mean? Like we're the flashiest people in the world. Sometimes we might be homeless and look flashy. You know what I'm saying? They have a fucking $10,000 fit on and go home to live with their mama. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, because the thing is, I don't know about them, but for me, it's because I'm not trying to sell it. It's not about the value. It's because I wanted how it looks and makes me feel. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But when you get in certain times, you realize sometimes you got to do things for the value is smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sometimes, to be honest, the biggest and the richest people is not even the most flashes. With Jeff Bezos wear Walmart shirts and shit. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that goes back to being a product of your environment and what you
facts.
grew up
I'm
with
for
and
sure
what you
product of
looked
the
up to.
environment.
You know, I grew up watching fucking Paid in Full and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I live paid in full, man. What you mean?
There you go.
I'm from Brooklyn in that era. What you mean? You know what I'm saying?
On the set.
That's the dialed down version. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
watered down
Yeah,
version.
you
That's
know
the
what I mean?
PG-13.
Yeah, oh God, you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying is like that's what we in our mentality, that's our picture of a success, right?
Yes.
That's a picture of
And then
success.
when you attain it, you realize it's really, like we
It's
said,
really
when
not.
you get it, you realize it's really not. It's really a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's that chase. It's that chase. And that's
Yeah.
that's what ultimately...
Everything is about a chase. That's like when you chase a
women.
Put this shit back on me
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
That's like when you chase a bad bitch. It's the chase. It's the feeling. It's the thrill, nigga. You don't even give a fuck about the pussy.
Yeah,
Don't get me started.
It's just
a
getting to
tequila,
it.
y'all.
It's just
My
get to
bad.
it. And then once you get it, you're like, all right.
Yeah, that shit is
You're like-
mad, bro.
You're like, that
It's
shit
mad.
mid.
You realize it's exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just the chase. It's the thrill. It's the...
Yeah.
It's the,
And that's what life is all about. You
it's
gotta
the
feel
unknown.
alive. You gotta feel good.
Right.
Like what you do, you gotta feel like you want it. Because if you don't want something, what's the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
What's one thing, if you could leave the audience with something that would impact everybody of all walks of life, what's a piece of advice that you would give?
You know, it's crazy. I says not so much, but very few times people look at me like I'm crazy. But I tell you, the biggest success for me, what changed my life, to be honest, is not to give a fuck, bro. Like, not to give a fuck about nothing. It might sound selfish, it might sound absurd, it might sound crazy, but the day I honestly didn't give a... Like, something happened in my life that pushed me to feel like that, but once you don't give a fuck, that will change your life. You know why, Tino? Because when somebody know you don't give a fuck, they treat you different. They know they can't play with you. They know they can't fuck with
Can't
you.
be manipulated.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you burn this bitch down in an instant, nigga, if they feel like you don't give a fuck. And when it's like that, you like, everybody like literally clears out your way and they make a straight path. Even this shit that I know I'll probably fail or won't even withstand, or a battle that I probably would lose because I don't have the back behind it. But once that person on the other side feel like you don't give a fuck, in their heart, they will move out your way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what makes you successful. That's what creates the dog, like I say. You know what I mean?
Fuck. God damn, this motherfucker spitting today.
Spin, I'm about to drop a track. Y'all better get it right.
You gonna drop a
Nah,
mixtape
I
in
just
this
try
bitch.
to keep it a buck, man.
Nah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you really are giving live game here. So that's why bro, I appreciate you coming on here.
I appreciate you having me.
We could do this all day. I'm already
All day,
lit,
nigga.
and I think
ain't
you're lit
tripping.
too.
Run the shots, nigga. Come on. Shit. You know what I mean?
And you know, it's crazy because, like I said, this is my first time meeting you, and I'm like, man, I know this fool already. Like, we've talked a bunch of times.
It's just vibe. If it wasn't like that, it'd be awkward. Like,
Yeah.
oh, what do you do? Or like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, come on, it just flows because you know what
And
time
that's
it is,
why
bro,
I
you know what I
created
mean?
this, man. Like, in my world that I come from, one of the industries I'm in is real estate, and I go on these podcasts all the time, and they're so fucking
It's
dry,
boring.
bro. They're
And
so
trust
dry.
me,
They're
y'all didn't-
unseasoned.
Y'all didn't even attach half the subjects, but yeah, we ain't gonna get into there, you know? 'Cause-
We might have to have a part two. I'm gonna put a
you
poll
know
up
what I
if
mean?
you want
the
a part two.
toxic season part 2,
Oh,
man.
hey,
You know what
I
I
can
mean?
get
We
into
gonna put a stripper
toxicity.
pole here and everything. Let's get it. You know what I mean?
Now it's a party.
Uh,
But you know, it's crazy because like every podcast I've been on has been pretty dry, except a couple of them. I'll say that, and they're just kind of like boring. They don't give you like real life lessons. They tell you what they
go
think
in like
you want to
a
hear.
book, like instructions
Yeah.
and blah blah blah. But people learn or relate to something that is real.
It's
you know what I
completely
mean?
unscripted.
Yeah. And you got to show people that no matter what is your background, your race, your demography, you fail or you come from shit literally.
Right.
If one person could do it, you could do it too.
Yeah.
And that's always my method. Even before I ever had nothing, like I'll be walking and I'll see a Bentley drive past. I'm like, God damn. Most people, their first instinct is they hate, like, oh fuck this nigga.
They're haters,
No,
yeah.
my thing when I look at him, like, damn, what am I doing wrong? How the fuck he
How
did
can I do that?
If he could do it, I could do it too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the difference in people.
9 times
You know
out of
what I
10,
mean?
you're smarter than that person.
Exactly.
You just been in the wrong vehicle. I always say this. My mentor told me this. He's like, "Hey, dude, I wasn't a 7-figure earner at the time. I wasn't. I was multiple 6 figures, but not 7." And he said, "You know why you're not a 7-figure earner yet?" And I said, "Why?" He's like, "Because you're in the wrong vehicle. You're redlining a Prius. You need to get into a Ferrari." I got into
That's
different
what he
industries,
said. I liked it.
started
I'm gonna have to
focusing on
steal that
myself,
one.
and boom, yeah. Well, hey, that's a gem, man. That's been passed down to me, and it's passed down to you. And I'll tell you what, like, as long as you can actually like specify and see where you're fucking up, then you can make corrections.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that blame everything on somebody else. It's the government, the
it's
economy. Like you said the other day, everybody worried about the fires, but ain't worried about the life that's on fire.
Exactly. Oh,
yeah.
It's still running right now. You know what I mean?
24 hours. 24 hours.
876. It's on there.
What is it?
But no, it's true because
El Jefe what?
El Jefe 876.
That's why I thought you were Dominican.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But El Jefe, but 876 is the area code for Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? It means a Jamaican boss. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But at the same time, why I said that, because it's something I see on social media. Like, you can't take everything for real on social media, but it's also true. And where I got that saying from, not particularly as a fire situation, but it means it's like say you go to a game or you go to whatever, you watching somebody win playing football or watching the Suns win playing a basketball game. Why would you watch somebody win and you're not getting paid? They're getting paid to win. You're wasting your time watching them win. They can take that time to go win yourself, you know? And like, it's fun, it's cool, we want to go do it time, that's fine. But you got to watch somebody else win.
You know, it's crazy. I got friends that are broke as fuck, but they can tell you, LeBron in high school, he was at fucking St. Mary's.
Too much energy on nothing that benefits you.
How you know all this shit about another grown man?
LeBron is winning. You're fucking losing talking about LeBron.
Right. How you know all these stats about?
And that's why I say you
probably know
about
what size underwear
fire,
this motherfucker wears.
But your life is on fire. Fix your life. Fuck the fire. Are you in the fire right now?
Facts.
Fuck the fire. Like,
Facts.
no offense to the people in California.
You
I wish
can
I
have
had
there's nothing wrong with having sympathy, right?
But you got to worry about what's at home. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's out there. Like, praise to them. Hopefully they get their life together and they get saved. But at the same time, you can't worry about over there. Worry about what's right here in front of you on your plate at this moment. You know what I mean?
Most of the time, those people over there ain't worried about.
Like, they ain't worried about you. So why you worried about them?
I always tell people, I'm like, hey, the motherfuckers don't pay my bills. They don't suck my dick at night. So I ain't paying them no mind. Straight up.
Shout out to Tino, man. Let's go.
Hey, we cutting up this episode. We cutting up. Oh, shit. Hey, I appreciate you for coming on,
thanks
man.
for having me, man.
I had a
It's
good
pleasure.
time. We're going to have to probably run up a part 2 where we talk about just male appreciation, masculinity, and how to attract a good, young, strong young lady.
To be honest, like, I embrace women, dude, but like, I don't feel like men get the embracement that we need.
They don't, man. They don't get their flowers. They don't get their flowers.
We just gotta eat it to ourselves. We're having a good day or bad.
I've been getting tattooed. I have my whole sleeve done, so like I'm hurting right now.
And I see that.
I can't sleep.
You draw most of
yeah,
your work too.
Yeah.
Dope.
I can't sleep on this side right now, and on the
But
bed.
I told you shouldn't be sleeping at all.
I know. Yeah. You're right. You're right. But like, I always hold my wife, but I can't turn that way because she sleeps on that side of the bed. So right now, what I'm doing is I'm like, can you hold me? And she's like, you want me to hold you? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? Like,
I want to be the little spoon tonight.
Right.
Shit.
Like, we deserve our flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
Know your worth,
King. You pour
King.
into a woman, dude.
Right.
Like, I feel like if you're significant other, it's supposed to pour into the same.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
It shouldn't be one way. You know what I mean? Like, it should never be one way.
Absolutely,
you
man.
Know? This man because we're a man or we're trying to be masculine, but it should be both ways. That's what makes things work.
A man who feels that he is cherished, appreciated, and supported does the most. Like, I'm telling you, there's absolutely nothing I won't do.
And
for
that's
my
what
family.
females don't get nowadays. They
There's
feel like
nothing
they're
I
the
won't do for my
prize, they're the
family.
baddest, and
Yeah.
you're supposed to do everything. You're supposed to chase someone. Like, that's cool. That's fine. No problem with that. But what do you do in return? Someone's supposed to chase you, do the most, and then get nothing in return.
You know how many pretty faces
Man,
and fat
come
asses
on,
there
bro.
are in this world?
I could walk outside and go to the club.
I might,
find
man.
a 10 fucking 50 bad bitches
Right.
lined up at Jack's right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yup. I'll trip on 3 of them getting the elevator going to my car right now.
So like, you know, and just like there's other versions of us too that they can find easy as
Absolutely.
well. But what you said earlier, there's a smaller percentage of us than there is of them.
There is.
You know what I mean?
We're a smaller breed.
Yeah.
We're a smaller breed. It's not hard to get your body done and get pretty. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to be a tough individual who's successful and who's relentless, who will never give up, and who has values and who will treat a woman the right way.
And they will care about you. Because even if you come across most of the stuff you just said, but do they really care about you? So if you're a man that really cares about you and they check those points, you're supposed to do for your man just like he do for you. You know?
Man, my wife didn't know I had a savings account till after like 8 months of dating me. She had no idea. I was driving a $10,000 BMW when she met me. with 7 figures in the
That's
bank.
why you're mad right now, because you know it wasn't based on that.
I had to lock it up. I had to lock it up. You know what I'm saying? I had to put a ring on it. But anyway, man, I appreciate you so much.
Man, thank you.
It's been
having me, you know
all my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming. Where can people find you at one more time?
Well, you know, House of Fades in Phoenix.
Where's it located?
City. We located on 47th Avenue Thomas. I got a
Okay.
second location on 52nd Avenue in Thomas. You know, we locking the whole block. Like, we selling dope, but we trapping haircuts. You feel me? You know, look at Pacific Funding. We sell cars, rent cars, whatever you like, man. Anything you need, tap it with me. I'm going to specialize in personal services. You know what I mean?
Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This was an epic episode. And I'll catch you next time. Same time, different faces. Let's go. That was beautiful, man.
Appreciate it, dog.
What a good time, bro. I had a blast.